Everyone, this is Becky with Scott Leroy Marketing, and today I want to show you how you can create and schedule an email campaign in Command. So with Command, you have the ability to create and schedule an email campaign, and it can be sent to a list of leads or contacts of your choosing. Any email campaign can be scheduled up to 12 months ahead of time. So you have the ability to send those email campaigns either using a connected MailChimp account if you have one connected to your Command, or your Command email. So we're going to go ahead and get started. What we're going to do is we're going to log into Command, which is agent.kw.com, with our KW login credentials. We're going to select the Campaigns applet on the left-hand side. So this is going to be our applets menu. The Campaigns applet is going to look like a megaphone. So we'll select that, and we're going to click Create Campaign in the top right corner. Now, mine automatically went to the email campaign because I was just in here a minute ago, but you can switch to the dashboard campaign, which is where it will usually load to automatically, and you can click Create Campaign here, same thing. Does not matter which way you do that. And then we'll click Email Campaign. We're going to enter our campaign name. And then it's asking what is our goal. So whether it's advertising a listing, attracting listings, attracting talent, brand awareness, event awareness, attracting buyers, or other. So we can go through and select whatever we'd like. I'm going to say, we'll say brand awareness. And then it's going to ask where will our campaign run. So whether it'll be run through Command Email or MailChimp if you have that account connected. I'm going to say create campaign. Now, once we've created that campaign, we do have the ability to change that campaign goal if we'd like. Maybe we said brand awareness, but it's actually to advertise a listing. We can edit that campaign name if we would like. And then here is where you would be able to choose between MailChimp accounts if you had chosen MailChimp. And then under Send To, we're going to be able to select our recipient list. We do have a tip video showing you how to create a recipient list in Command. So feel free to check that out. You can click create a list here, or we can select one we already have in here. So I'm going to go ahead and just say test. And then it's going to be our reply to email and the name that appears, and that we can edit in our settings in Command. So next we're going to enter that subject. So we're going to say this is what our recipients are going to see as their subject line. And since I did change that to advertising a listing, I'm just going to go with that. And now we can either select content or here by saying select design, or we can do it on the right-hand side. Either way, it does not matter. I'm going to go ahead and say it here. And then from here, we'll be able to choose from our templates or KWRI templates. Either way, it does not really matter, whatever works for you. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this since I said it's just listed. And then here, this top block is automatically going to have our legal header. It's automatically going to have our legal footer. You can go ahead and leave those as is. It'll populate with your information when it is sent out because all of these merge tags are going to be filled out. And then we can go through, we can adjust this text if we'd like. Let's just say, we can replace that image. So you can go here, click replace. We can say select from my images or listing images. We'll be able to look for listings through here. So we can search by property address in here. Just say search. And we'll grab that one. And then we'll be able to select those pictures if we'd like. So I'm going to go with that picture and we'll say replace. That's going to give us that lovely picture. And then we can go through and edit that street name, edit this information if we'd like. And then we can go in and add a text to it. So we can go adjust that, send it however we would like. We'll have this button to view the listing, which we can go in and link it to a landing page that we've created or a web address. So either way, we'll be able to enter that in. We'll select the landing page in here. Whatever you would like to do in that to the landing page, it can pull directly from your website. If you have a landing page already created, just that link is going to populate right here. So they'll be able to see that. And then we can scroll down replace some images in here as well. Again, listing images. We'll search for that. See if it'll populate. There it is. And then we can select some more images that we'd like to replace. So maybe we want to go with this beautiful back porch. And then this one, we'll do the same process. I did not enter that in right. There we go. And then go with that one. So you'll see that we can add links and alternative text to it. We can adjust that width and things like that if we'd like. And then we can go ahead and change this, you know, if we want to edit that information. And these, we can also adjust these. These are all going to be merge tags, which means they're automatically going to populate with your information. So once you do all of that, we're just going to say save and close. And then we'll see that email design populate on the right-hand side, and you'll see that our information is already populating in there. That's pulling from our marketing profile. So we will see all of that in here. Scrolling down, it's going to show you that information as well that's been populated. And then we have the option to schedule it right here. So I'm going to say schedule, and then we can choose 2 hours from now to 12 months from now. So then we'll be able to edit them all the way up to 2 hours before they're scheduled to be sent. So we will say July 16th. So we would then click schedule there. Oh, I did not set the time and date. We'll say apply time and date. There we go. And then we'll schedule it. So that'll automatically schedule it. We can see here that the status is scheduled. Go back into that email campaign. We'll go back. We can reschedule the campaign if we'd like, or we can send it automatically. Either way, whatever you would like to do, it's up to you. And that's all I have. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. That email is support@scottleroymarketing.com. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.